Welcome to another stimulus package update. In this one, we essentially have more details regarding the GOP proposal and whether or not another stimulus check will be included in the next package. Stick around to the end to make sure that you hear all of the details, and if you are new here, be sure that you click that subscribe button so that way you don't miss any future videos, and click that notification bell as well. That way you'll be notified every single time I post a new video or an update. This coming Monday, you heard that correctly, this coming Monday, Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell is releasing the GOP plan for the next stimulus package. This upcoming plan, which you know I'll be discussing furthermore in future videos, will topple a price point of $1 trillion. The President of the United States, Trump, Nancy Pelosi, and Mitch McConnell all do agree that there should be another round of stimulus checks of $1,200 to most Americans in the next package, and this will expectedly come to about $300 billion. And while there might be roadblocks for other issues at hand, there seems to be very little opposition to another stimulus check. Both the Democrats and the Republicans have agreed that this should be sent out. Now, most people are hopeful that this could be ratified within the next week coming ahead, as the unemployment insurance of $600 per week is expected to expire. Some Republicans even suggested that unemployment itself could be branched out into a smaller bill that could be approved ahead of this deadline for the next stimulus check. And Democrats are not interested in this idea. They want to get a bill that includes everything, all the nooks and crannies. In a speech Thursday, McConnell has already confirmed that the proposal will include checks along with aid for schools, money for testing, changes to unemployment assistance rules, more money for small businesses, and liability shield to protect businesses and schools from virus-related lawsuits. And under the GOP proposal, we can also expect you to smash that like button, give the video a big thumbs up, just help with that YouTube algorithm and support me. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you very much for doing that. But Democrats are arguing that the upcoming GOP bill, they're anticipating that it will not include everything that they want to get passed. And even a lot of Republicans are not excited about this $1 trillion price tag. GOP Senator Josh Hawley said, quote, "I'm not going to vote for it if it's just a bunch of spending on random issues for special interests. I'm not going to vote for bailouts if it's not focused on jobs and actually getting people back to work. I'm not voting for it." But Iowa Senator Joni Ernst, also Republican, she said that she's more flexible. Quote, "I think the dollar figure is something that we should always be concerned about as well, but then we also have to look at life and safety." Now, to sum it up, here's some of the numbers that we just know so far. This is all speculation and it has to do with other previous proposals that Democrats have proposed, but there's nothing officially yet from the GOP. This is all just speculation. When it comes to the GOP, Republicans have no official number or eligibility criteria announced so far, but Democrats, and this was in the HEROES Act, they are going for $1,200 for each individual and $1,200 for each dependent, for a maximum or a cap of 3 dependents. Again, no official proposal. However, Treasury Secretary Stephen Mnuchin also said that our proposal is the exact same proposal as last time. What he's implying here is that the amount of the second stimulus check would be the same as the first one. So if that's true, this would mean that there would be a one-time $1,200 stimulus check, for a one-time check up to $1,200 for each individual, $2,400 for married or joint filers, and up to $500 for dependents under the age of 17. Then if you earned less than $75,000 or $150,000 if you filed jointly, you would receive a $1,200 second stimulus check, or $2,400 for married or joint filers. Now, the first stimulus check phased out by $5 for every $100 of adjusted gross income above those income limits until $99,000 of AGI for individuals, and $198,000 for married or joint filers. But it is worth noting that Mnuchin, although be it a very high position in Trump's cabinet, is not a member of Congress, and so he will not be voting on this bill or really have any say on the actual proposal. However, Trump does have the executive power, and he could veto this bill if he doesn't like what's included, or if things are missing from it, he will happily veto it as well. So the HEROES Act did include another $1,200 stimulus check for individuals and $1,200 for each dependent with a maximum of 3. This means that a married or joint filer with 3 dependent children, for example, could receive up to $6,000 in economic impact payments. So unlike the CARES Act, the $2.2 trillion stimulus that included the first stimulus check, the HEROES Act has no age limit for dependents who can receive a stimulus payment. And when it comes to those unemployment benefits, Republicans say that there's no official number announced so far, but it would be less than $600 a week, as they would not be in favor of extending that complete figure. But Democrats simply just want to extend that $600 a week until January 31st, 2021. Now, for the longest time, House and Senate Republicans have said that they do not want to extend the $600 a week in enhanced benefits. However, it's becoming apparent now that Republicans are actually changing their tune a bit and would be in favor of not the $600, but somewhere halfway, somewhere that they can compromise and extend those benefits. And unemployment benefits were a key reason why Mitch McConnell did not release the stimulus package proposal this past Thursday. But according to their draft summary, Republicans would agree to a flat weekly dollar amount for a transition period between the $600 a week unemployment benefits and a new lower number. Then Republicans want to cap the weekly unemployment benefits at 100% of income prior to unemployment, according to that draft summary, and the weekly benefit could be tied to the recipient's state unemployment benefit. Mnuchin had mentioned that unemployment benefits could be capped at approximately 70% of income, which could imply approximately $200 a week in unemployment benefits on top of the state benefits. There have also been reports of unemployment benefits as low as $100 a week, although the draft summary does not reference any specific number for the revised unemployment benefits. And when it comes to the Democrats on unemployment benefits, they are vehemently pushing for that $600 extension. They don't want to meet in the middle. They don't want to compromise. They just want to simply extend those $600 benefits until January of next year. On top of that, the HEROES Act would also include additional unemployment benefits for independent contractors and gig workers, for example, through March 2021. Senator Ron Wyden from Oregon has also laid out a plan to extend unemployment benefits that would base the duration and amount of unemployment benefits in a particular state based on that state's unemployment rate. So far, what we know when it comes to state and local aid, Republicans do not have any additional funding, that's $0, and Democrats want approximately $1 trillion in state and local aid. The draft summary that Republicans have put forth that is going to be released this Monday in completion says that the stimulus package proposal would include no additional money for state or local government. However, the summary also does note that Republicans expect to get some added in negotiations with Democrats. On the Democratic side, if it ever were to miraculously pass, the HEROES Act would include approximately $1 trillion of state and local aid. That would be $500 billion to state governments, $375 billion to local governments, and $75 billion for territories, tribes, and oversight. I did a couple videos covering exactly what the HEROES Act would hypothetically include. I'll link them down below in the description, but just know that that is very unlikely to pass. There's also a few other factors that Republicans are pushing for that we can expect in this GOP proposal, but I think it would be most beneficial and advantageous to wait for that to be released on Monday so I can give you all of the official details that we know from the upcoming Republican proposal. So this plan ultimately advances through Congress this coming week. It could very well mean that checks are coming mid to late August. And in additional confirmation, Secretary Stephen Mnuchin said that the president's preference is to make sure that we send out direct payments quickly so that in August people get more money. There is no question this worked before. The lawmakers would have to act hastily as the Senate is set for a recess after August 7th that would run all the way to Labor Day. But I do hope you enjoyed this video and this update. If you did, be sure to click that like button, smash it for me. It'll just help with that YouTube algorithm. I do greatly appreciate it. And if you'd like to see more videos from my channel, I post videos every single week covering business, finance, investing, entrepreneurship, mindset, strategy, and tips and tricks from my own experience. Click that big red subscribe button. Thank you very much. And hit that little notification bell as well so you're notified every single time I make a new video. Looking forward to seeing you in the next one.